let's discuss about all the questions you have in your mind and clear it off, and let's get you enrolled in our Studienkolleg zone. Okay, so if any one of you have questions, please feel free to ask me now. Okay, so I think I will unmute anyone. If you can raise your hand, then it would be easy for me to unmute.
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Good day, Mr. Ayyappan. I have
Hi.
a question about the entrance test at ISB Studienkolleg. I have heard about the Aufnahmeprüfung, that's general Aufnahmeprüfung. How does it work at ISB Studienkolleg? And the Feststellungsprüfung as well. That information would be very helpful.
Yeah, so for the English preparatory program, there is no Aufnahmeprüfung. So we evaluate your admissions based on your high school grades and based on your profile. So if you wanted to apply for the English programs, you can also send your certificate. And the same goes for the German track as well. If you want to do the Studienkolleg in German, you can send your certificates. And if you have some certain German language levels already studied, then you can also be given admission to start studying with us.
Okay. How much German language level would be required? Would you say B1?
Yeah, so if you wanted to study the German track from B1, you can complete B1 and then come to us and study the B2 plus the entire Studienkolleg in German. It is possible, but even if you do not have your B1 level, it is still possible to come to us and study from A1 level.
Okay, then I would the student has to take the admission in the English preparatory course. Is that right?
If you take the English one, then you don't have to have any German language qualifications. You can just directly complete your high school and then come to us, do 1-year program, and then you can go to university.
Okay, I understand. Thank you. And could you give some examples about English bachelor studies in English language at some universities, because they are really hard to find. I have seen.
No problem, Joshi. You can actually, there are tons of programs.
No
We made a list. So happy to share the list with you. Just contact one of our colleagues, send your email address. They already made a very nice list for technical course or for business course or for a science related program. They have a very specific list. You can have a look at it. This is all public information which is available in the AD website. But we already made a curated list. You can have a look at it and see if you like any course from that.
Okay, I understand. Thank you so much. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Hi, Utkarsh.
Hello, sir. So I would like to ask, so the law in Germany states that we are allowed to work during our holidays when we are in Studienkolleg. So
That's right.
What does the holidays mean? Is it the weekend or the semester break?
Actually, it means both. Sometimes the holiday, they don't have specifically mentioned that which is exactly considered as a holiday time. So when you have a Christmas break of 1 week or 10 days, that is considered as a holiday. You can go and do part-time jobs over there. And then, for example, Easter vacation of 10 days, that is considered as a holiday. And then we have the summer holidays, which is in the month of June, July, and August. Usually in these time, there will not be much of a lectures and you will be in the vacation. So that is also considered as a holiday time, and you can also work over there. And so in some cases, even the weekends are considered as a holiday time. Even that, you can, work. So this is something you have to confirm with your employer. And also if they find that, okay, they're ready to take you in, yes, it is fine. But legally, you can work in the holidays time. And this holiday is a very tricky, term, which they consider as holiday and which they don't consider as not holiday.
And so is the FSP state recognized, or we have to give an external FSP?
Yeah, so if you look for our German program, then you will be writing two FSPs. One is internal FSP. So if you write ISB's internal FSP, then you would be, getting admission into some of our partner universities, such as Volkshochschule Schweinfurt. You can go to Dengendorf, you can go to ENA, you can go to a few other universities. But whereas if you decided to go and write the Verstellungsprüfung as an external candidate, we will also help you with that. We'll help you to register in Cologne. You can go and write FSP over there. And then once you pass that exam, then you actually can go to almost 450 universities are there. You can go anywhere.
And so what about the English student colleague?
For English Student Colleague, we have our own in-house examination. So you don't have to go anywhere, just write the exams from with us. And then that certificate will be accepted in all universities in Germany.
And so what will be the duration of the course?
The English one or the German one?
So both.
So see, the German one, I cannot tell you that because I need to see your German language. So I would say approximately, it can be as low as 9 months, and sometimes it can be as long as 15 months. But for the English one, it is very straightforward. It is 1 year.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Okay, next. Hi, Tom.
Hi, Mr. Ayyappan. So I did Cambridge A levels, and I want to know how we can get a waiver for the student college.
Tom, can you repeat?
More specifically, I did. Can you hear me?
I mean, yes, but
Hello?
your voice is breaking in between.
Okay, yeah, sorry. So I did Cambridge A levels for my 12th, but one of the problems is I did English AS level general paper. So I hear somewhere that they don't give any guidance on whether that's accepted or not. And also there's a new 2024 rules coming that language papers are not needed anymore. So yeah, that's my question. Can I get a waiver for student college?
What you read is right from 2024. It is not required. That is a new law, and then the old one which says that 3 A levels and 1 AS level English. But if you're taken, I have to see which kind of English AS level you can take. But if all comes together and it comes, you can also check this with UniS's website, and if your qualification, what you studied, is met with the German regulation, then it means that you do not have to do any extra program. You can directly apply for universities. Okay, so next. Hi, Rashid. Hello. Rashid, can you hear us? Okay, I think I will go to the next person. Hi, Ashwin.
Hi, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes.
So I'm a commerce student, and can I go for a T course? Can I change my course?
It is possible only through our English program. It is possible, but if you go for a German track, it is not possible. Okay. But I wanted to ask you: have you studied mathematics in your high school?
Only till 10th.
Okay, so this is there are some chances for you to shift to the technical course area. We have to look into your documents and see what course you studied, whether you've taken business or you've taken mathematics, and what is your core subjects. Then having look at that, then we can tell you what are the options for you. So feel free to contact one of our colleagues, and then you can actually see whether you can study or not.
Yes. Since I'm in commerce, right? So can you tell me the syllabus of the T course?
See, we cannot tell you the syllabus, but I can tell you what are the subjects you can learn. If you take a T course, you will be studying physics, you will be studying basics of engineering, you will be studying mathematics, and you'll also be touching a little bit of business studies as well. Okay. But if you want more information, then I would say, please, get in touch with one of our colleagues, have a one-on-one counseling session for you, and they will exactly tell you what are the things you would need, to shift to the T course.
Is the college admission is the Studienkolleg marks is based on Studienkolleg marks?
Yeah, so your university admission is purely based on our 1-year preparatory program.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so I also have some of the questions in the chat. So let me answer a few of that, and then I'll come back to the people who are raising already. Someone has asked, I completed my high school in 2015, bachelor's in 19. Is it possible to do bachelor's? Yes, it is absolutely possible. You can do a second bachelor's. In your case, you do not need a foundation course, Mr. Abhijit. You can directly apply to universities. But just to answer you very shortly, you can do another bachelor's, not a problem. But we cannot be much of a help. Next is Munish. How much funds are to be shown other than the blocked account for visa? So you only need to show the blocked account money, which is recommended by the German government, which is close to 10,450 euros approximately, if I'm right. So that is the only amount you have to show it in your blocked account. Other than that, you don't need much to show anything. Mangesh has asked, considering present pandemic condition, how fast we can get student visa? Actually, this is a very complicated topic. So the problem is the home country where you're applying your visa. For example, you're applying from India, you're applying from Dubai, you're applying from Africa, applying from Nigeria, especially. So those countries, they have to verify your files, forward it to Germany, and then in Germany also, which city your document goes to, Berlin, Braunschweig, or wherever you got the admission. So that city office has to verify your documents, and then they have to give you the acceptance. Currently, everywhere in Germany, not only our institute with our city, everywhere in Germany, there's a lot of Ukraine crisis happening. There are many people coming from Ukraine who needs to have the visas immediately. So all the people in the government immigration offices have been instructed to give most of the priority to the Ukraine crisis victims. So they would be processed fast track, their visas will be done first. So we can expect some delays, but I cannot exactly tell you, Mangesh, how much delay this might happen. So I'm really sorry, I can't give you any exact answer. But yeah, let's wait for the situation to get better. Karthika, I've already made you as a host.
Okay. Okay, Balaji.
Akila is asking, what are the requirements to attend English course? So the basic requirement is you should have completed your high school, or even if you have not completed high school, there is also a possibility. But let's just say completing your high school, and then basically completing your high school with good grades. Then we can look into your profile and then tell you what are the possibilities of admissions for you. Dhruvi have asked, will it be beneficial choosing physiotherapy for a student who is not a native German speaker? So anything related to medicine or medical related field, physiotherapy, dentistry, nursing, doctors, everything which is in contact with people, language is very important. So if you do not have a good understanding of the German language, so I would not recommend you to do physiotherapy at all. I would recommend you to do some technical programs like engineering, specifically IT, computer science, electrical. For this, yes, you can still able to find some jobs in English, but science related program, you cannot survive without the German language. How is German language courses better than English language course? Please advise long-term prospect. So Monisha, the long-term perspective is whether you do German program or you do an English program, doesn't matter. You need to learn the language because in Germany predominantly people speak their mother tongue, which is German. So no matter if you do a bachelor's program in English or you do it in a German, you would still need to know the language. So the only thing is when you take English, a bachelor's course, you still have a lot of time to prepare yourselves for the industry. You can study your bachelor's program in English, and then side by side you can also study German language as a subject, starting from A1, A2, B1, B2, and then when you have a B2 level and above, then absolutely no problem. Whether you studied in German or in English, no one cares. You have a degree, you have a technical knowledge, and you have a German skills. That's all. For long term, that's the only thing matters. Can a science student do BBA in Germany? What are the requirements by Kaviraj? Yes, as science students can do BBA, absolutely possible. We have to check your documents and see if you have studied mathematics, and then yes, you can decide if you can do. Get in touch with one of our team, Kaviraj. We can help you if you wanted to do BBA. Okay, I've done my class 12th in science background. Okay, I missed that question. I've done my class 12 in science background, basic math, advanced math, physics, chemistry. Now I want to pursue BBA further. Yes, if you studied math and you studied physics, chemistry, and then you want to shift it to the business course or BBA, definitely possible through our English program. But in German, it is not possible, but our English course is possible. And Adarsh has asked, do ISB to have two different intakes for both English and German track? Absolutely. For both the English and as well as for the German track, we have two intakes. Both are very similar. We have one intake in winter, that is in September, and then we have one intake in summer, which is April. Mohammed Sahil, I'm studying 12th standard. After 12th, I would like to take mechanical engineering, but don't know what all the criteria is. Could you please explain how much money is needed? What are the requirements? So Sahil, we can help you with you can book a counseling session, but to just answer your question, how much money is needed? Our English preparatory program is 12,000 euros, plus you need a blocked account of 10,400 euros. These are the two expenditures for you. And the requirement is you have to complete your high school with 70% and above, at least in your high school. And then that's all. These are the main requirements for you. Barcode, I think I answered that question of Bargos. Is the admission to the university guaranteed before doing ISB 1-year Studienkolleg course? By Munish. Yes. So we do have some of the partner universities. One of our partner universities is Fachhochschule Schweinfurt, Würzburg. They are located in Würzburg and Schweinfurt city. They have amazing infrastructure and very good university, more than 100 years old, public university, no tuition fees, and they offer 5 different English bachelor's program. And when you do ISB English preparatory course, you're already guaranteed a place into the Schweinfurt. Not only that, actually you can go to any university in Germany. Is any 13-year college available in India? Dhruvi, actually 13 years, you can do the 13th year in India. It's not a problem. Financially, if you're, not able to, manage the expenses, you can do 13th year in India, no problem. But we always recommend to do it in Germany so that the bridging between the German and the international education system is, things are much easier if you come here, and the transition will be very slow for you into university. IELTS necessary? Can I apply for English preparatory course without IELTS? You can apply to our course without IELTS. You can provide an MOI, but some of the embassies in your home country might still demand to do a IELTS. So we always recommend the students to have an IELTS. It's good for you. I've studied Cambridge International A levels. Can I skip Studienkolleg? I think I did answer one of the queries here. Yes, if you already met the requirement criteria, A levels and AS level, everything you already done. Yes, you can directly go ahead and apply in university. I've completed my diploma after 10. I would like to pursue bachelor's in Germany. Is it possible to get direct admission without preparatory course? Unfortunately, the diplomas from India are not recognized in Germany. So the only option for Siddharth is either do bachelor's and do master's in Germany, or you can do ISB preparatory course for 1 year, and then you can still go to university. But without doing preparatory course, unfortunately it is not possible. I'm sorry. Is BTech Computer Science available for English medium students after 12? Yes, there are few computer related programs you can. Let me see if there is any other questions, if I missed by anyone.
We are getting quite a lot of questions regarding stream change. So
yes.
If you could just repeat what we can do. Yes.
So let's assume that you studied engineering, physics, mathematics, computer science. You can definitely shift to bachelor's in business administration. If you want to do turn and go back to business related program, it's obviously possible with our English preparatory course. Or it can be the other way around. You could have studied commerce, business studies, and economics in your high school, and you wanted to go back to engineering stream. This is also possible in our English preparatory course, but it just means that you have to put a lot of effort to study some of the topics extra, because you might have not studied mathematics in your high school, so you have to put extra effort and do it. So both options are possible. Shifting from science stream to business possible, shifting from business stream to science stream also possible in our English course, but not in our German course. Rashid is asking, if someone has completed their bachelor's from their home country, can they go for another bachelor's in another field, like switching from accounting to economics? Yes, it is possible, definitely. All they need to know is whether you have the basic foundation requirements. In your high school, if you have taken economics and accounting, yeah, you can.
We have another question, whether German Studienkolleg or English Studienkolleg is better. And one moment, please.
Okay, I can. German Studienkolleg or English Studienkolleg, which one is better? It's a classic question. Everyone wants to know, hey, which one is better for me. I cannot give you, one specific answer, but I can give you overall idea, which you can decide on, which one is better. So the basic foundation is whether do you do a German Studienkolleg or you do an English Studienkolleg, that's not a problem. But at the end of the day, after you graduate and when you go into the labor market to start working, you need the German language skills. So even if you're studying bachelor's in English language, you have to side by side, you have to learn your German, A1, A2, B1, B2. And then if you do the German Studienkolleg and you study completely in German, this obviously you're already well versed in German language. So if you take English track, all you have to do is study German side by side. And when you graduate, if you have a B2 level plus of understanding, then it means that you are ready for the labor market and you don't have to really worry about anything. You will be definitely getting a job opportunity. how important are previous academics for the English thought Studienkolleg? Also, can I get into a German thought program for after Studienkolleg? Bargo, if you take an English program, your high school marks really does not come into consideration. Only our program is the final grades. But if you go for a German track, then 50% of your high school grades plus 50% of our Studienkolleg marks will be taken into consideration, and then that will be for the university evaluation. I did 12th plus diploma in civil engineering. I want to avoid Studienkolleg. Can I get direct admission in a university with maximum 1500 euros? So you already did +2, so that means that you can apply for Studienkolleg, or you can apply for bachelor's, but you don't meet the direct qualification. But unfortunately, even though if you have done diploma, I just told like in the a minute ago, the diploma from India is not recognized in Germany, unfortunately. So it's unfortunately of no much use. You still have to do 1 year Studienkolleg, no other options. Or the worst cases, you can go for private universities by paying 7,000-8,000 euros tuition fees. But even in such universities like IUR, SRH, they do request you to do a preparatory course. So there is no way skipping the Studienkolleg preparatory course. You have to do it. Can I get into German third program after Studienkolleg for my bachelor's? Yes, why not? You can go and study German as well. In the bachelor's can be studied in German language as well. Any Indian college providing year 13 qualification, Dhruvi, you just can look into any university and see if they are ready to, give you the transcript just after 1 year and let you go off. So just have to talk to the university. Kartika, did I miss any questions? Mr.
No.
Joshi, do you still have question? You're raising?
I think Kaivalya Joshi have got a question. Oh, okay, it was a mistake.
Yeah. So I think all the questions have been asked. So my colleague Kushni just, she dropped the feedback form. So if you can look into the feedback form and, just, share your experience about, how was the webinar. And if you specifically want me to address any other, topics, because we do this webinar every single month. Every month there will be a new topic. And I can take this opportunity and tell you that next month we would be inviting one of our partner university, Fachhochschule Schweinfurt, Miss Sarah will be here, and she will be explaining about their university and what are the courses available in their university. So if you're interested, so keep ISB's Facebook page on the card. So we will be very soon informing about the next webinar. And if you want us to answer any of the topics to be addressed, feel free to check the feedback form and fill it out, and we will consider doing one more session in the upcoming weeks. So I would kindly request everyone to just have a look at the feedback form and try to, answer it, and then that will really help us to improve whether we are giving the right information for you, whether do you still need some specific topics to be addressed, so that we both can get benefited out of it.
We have one last minute question. When is the right time for registration for the preparatory program for the coming winter semester?
It's almost going to close. So we still have 1 more month left for the deadline. So you can just have a talk with one of our colleagues. Then, they would be more than happy to help you to register you. I would say by July 15th, the deadline is closing. At some special scenarios, it can also be extended until July end.
So to all the attendees,
Shahil is asking, money is needed for blocked account and ISB. That's right. You need the tuition fees for the ISB, and then you need for blocked account. And after that, no money is needed for doing engineering. Yes, that's right. After our ISB preparatory course, you don't need any, fees or any tuition fees to pay to the university. It's absolutely free. And will you help me getting into the universities? Definitely. All our English preparatory course students are placed into public universities directly for doing their bachelor's. So we will help you to, find the university, and we will put you into the university. Can we do part-time jobs there? Yes, I addressed this point also in the webinar, that during the holidays time, it is possible to, do part-time job, and you have to figure out with your employer that, if they're ready to take you in, for the part-time jobs during their weekend or during the holidays time. And with the part-time job, you cannot survey your entire, stay here. Maybe you can, say 50-60% of your expenses can be, earned through this part-time job. But hey, this is your first year. The focus should be always on your education, and then you have your entire life. You do your bachelor's, you have a lot of free time. You can, start doing your part-time jobs. It is actually a part of a culture here. Everyone do part-time jobs. Every single student you find, they would be doing some part-time jobs, in their university or outside, or so you don't worry about it. Even though if you don't do now, you're going to do it in a very long time. Anita, will the entire webinar will be available on our Facebook page? I don't know. Let me check with my colleagues if the webinar will be available for the public. If not, also you can write to one of our colleagues. They would be happy to take you on a counseling, and then they can tell you all the informations. You can ask them questions. They will be happy to help you.
Our webinar would be uploaded in YouTube. So if you be in touch with the colleagues or fill out the feedback form, we will send you the link for the YouTube.
Oh, absolutely. That's good. So you already have the recording, so you can have a look at it. So you don't miss out anything. You can go back and check everything.
All right, everyone, if you don't have any questions anymore, please fill up our feedback form so that we can also reach out to you. Or if you have any questions, we can also connect you with our relevant colleagues and clarify your questions. And in case if you are looking forward to enroll with our upcoming winter intake, that is classes starting by end of July, I would recommend you guys to kindly get in connection with one of us as soon as possible. Our email IDs and phone numbers are already provided. All of our numbers are available in WhatsApp, or else please do email us or even send us a feedback in the form which is linked. My colleague has just now added it once again. Yes, all the connections, the meeting links, everything is provided. Kindly make a note of it or download it and let us know soon. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Last question. Let me finish up this. Gia, what if I submit a certificate letter that officials the fact that I'm eligible to study the English preparatory course? Do I have to write IELTS? Like I said, you can provide the certificate to us. We are more than happy to accept you based on your high school medium of instruction certificate. But sometimes the embassy could also specifically ask you to provide this IELTS mark sheet. So this is completely depending on which country you are located and which embassy you're going for in an interview. So based on that, you can, we can tell you. But right now, the answer is yes and no. We can accept, but I'm not sure about the embassy. So last thing is, so you can check in the chat box. My colleague has already put the links of our Instagram and LinkedIn and Quora and Twitter. So we are very active in LinkedIn, in Twitter, and in Instagram and Quora. We address a lot of questions. You can, if you might have forgot something to ask now, then just drop into our social media inboxes and write your questions. We would be happy to take you on a call if required, or we can answer your questions. And this is the very peak time, so there could be a lot of questions coming into our inbox. So I kindly request everyone to be a little bit patient, to not expect the answers from my colleagues immediately. So please give them some time as well. this happens after every webinar, because people start writing us immediately, and we need some time to go through every single chat and question. So please give us some enough time, but we'll be definitely getting back to your questions. And do please fill out the forms, so in that way we can help you in further if you need any information, or you can also give us some suggestions what kind of topics it has to be done for the next webinars. So with that note, thank you very much. It was absolutely a pleasure speaking with every one of you, and I look forward to see many of you from here in Germany. And lastly, look forward to see every one of you in the next webinar. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great evening.